Speak clean, sound credible, filler words to avoid, and what to say. Let's talk about verbal fillers, the small words that quietly weaken strong ideas. When you say, it can signal uncertainty or low preparation, even when your content is solid. Busy executives value clarity, brevity, and confidence. They decide quickly whether to trust you. Our goal isn't to sound robotic. It's to reduce, not eliminate fillers, and replace them with purposeful pauses and clear signals. In this micro lesson, you'll learn reliable swaps you can use under pressure. By the end, you'll sound more decisive, structured, and easier to follow without losing your natural style. First, spot your own habits. Frequent culprits include kinda / sorta. They slip in when you search for words. Then there are, literally, often unnecessary and distracting. Watch for so, right? Okay? Used as sentence crutches rather than for meaning. Don't tackle everything at once. Identify your top 2 offenders and focus there. For example, if you often say aim to swap it with a specific example, small, targeted changes create noticeable improvements fast. Your most powerful swap is a silent pause. Replace the filler sound with a 0.5 to 1.5 second beat. Use it to think, breathe, and emphasize your next point. A calm pause signals control and lets your audience process. Maintain steady eye contact or a relaxed gaze to hold the floor while you pause. No need to rush. Try this. State a key point, pause, then deliver the example. The contrast adds weight. With practice, the power pause becomes your default instead of filler words. When you feel an / coming, use a framing phrase that guides listeners. Try, here's the point, in short, to focus attention. For structure, say first, second, finally, and then deliver each part. When answering, begin with, great question. It buys a second to think and shows respect. These phrases signal structure, reduce rambling, and replace noise with meaning. They also make your thinking visible, which builds confidence in your audience while you organize your next sentence. Trade vague fillers for specifics. Instead of give exact data or a concrete example. Use, for example, to introduce a scenario, or specifically, to narrow the scope. Cut hedges such as kinda / sorta. They dilute strong ideas. For instance, we saw a 12% lift in signups, specifically from the referral flow. Notice how clarity replaces uncertainty. Credibility grows with specificity because it shows you've done the work and you're confident about your facts. Replace I mean or basically with clear signposts. Use to clarify when refining a point, or put simply to translate complexity into plain language. To close a section, say, the takeaway is, and state your conclusion. If you need to correct yourself, use let me restate before the improved version. These clarifiers keep your tone professional and direct, while guiding listeners through your logic without fluff. You sound deliberate, not defensive, concise, not casual. Drop the reflex to end sentences with right or okay when you're making a statement. These rising tags seek permission and can undercut authority. Use a confident downbeat ending. Finish the sentence and stop. When you truly want input, invite it. Questions before I move on? For alignment checks, try, does this match your need? Or is this the priority? Distinguish between stating and checking. Clear endings make your point land. Intentional questions open the floor. Build a simple improvement loop. Record a meeting or rehearsal, transcribe, and highlight every filler. Set a measurable target like reducing fillers by 50% in 2 weeks. Rehearse with slide cues and timed pauses. Mark where you'll pause or use a framing phrase. Keep a small swap list on a sticky note. Power pause. In short, for example, to clarify, review weekly, count fillers, note triggers, pressure, complex data, and adjust. Consistent, visible metrics make progress motivating and inevitable.